My name is Brandon Long, junior computer science student here at North Carolina A&T State University. In those terms, I'm a software engineer. I do web development on the side as well as internships for large corporations. I work for NASA, Oracle, and this next year I'll be working for Walmart and Microsoft. On campus, I'm the president of the Association for Computer Machinery, so I get to do a lot of work with our underclassmen and even our upperclassmen getting them ready for interviews and internships as well.
Nah, stretch it out. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. SEM.
So not as an actual intern, but I have had a chance to use their software. For example, Facebook and their ad system. So my dad started a company recently, and I was in charge of helping him get the advertisements up and going. So I did get an opportunity to work with Facebook ads and Instagram ads as well. I think the most important thing is customers' private data. Being at a social media company, you get access to a lot of personal information that users put on their profiles. So as employees, it would be very important that you understand your limitations to what you can do with that data and what to use it for. So that's probably the most biggest things to keep in mind.
And this is going to be a class for us eventually, because I'm pretty sure that there was like a programming ethics class that we take,
Right.
And we'll be learning all of that eventually.
Right. So user security and personal information is very a big thing in social networking. So with Facebook necessarily, I did round one interviews, and that was with just a random engineer. But I've had a better idea of that 360 interview process with another company. The initial interview was with a recruiter. From there, he went to an engineer, and then that jumped into 4 interviews, one with a manager and 3 others with other engineers. And so you get the feel for, like you said, all ends of the spectrum. The most important interview is the one with the manager, because they're the ones who are going to hire you ultimately. So for my instance, I was told that the manager loved my interview, and so that really sealed the deal for it. So you could do a little rough with a few of the other engineers and even with the recruiter, but the most important one is the one with the manager, because he's the one or she's the one that's going to hire you. Outside of the basic coding questions, the most important ones that really mess up a lot of students, especially underclassmen, are what are the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming, or even more basic, what is object-oriented programming? Another one that's common is what's the difference between overload and override? So these are like the 3 core fundamental questions that they're going to ask, especially if you're just getting new into computer science. Programming is all the social media. I mean, you got the user interface, obviously, and then even more importantly, you have the back end where all the data is being stored. Let's take Facebook, for example. If you have billions of users, millions or whatever, and each user has a certain amount of information. On top of that, they're sharing information. So you've got pictures, videos, or just simple text posts. So all of this stuff has to be stored somewhere, some database, some backend. So that on one side is very big, and then the user interface is important in that if it looks terrible, like MySpace used to look, nobody's going to want to use it. So that's very important as well. The other side is that would be the intelligence behind it all, being able to cater the experience to that given user. So if I'm on here and I was on Google earlier searching up the latest iPad, now having ads that show iPads as well. So that intelligence aspect to it is very important as well. That's all through computer science.
Supervisors and whatnot.
Right.
So they're all interconnected. So it's like you have cloud computing, cybersecurity, and just regular programming.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, programming really isn't regular in a sense. I'm pretty sure you can agree, because it can just expand out to anything.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. So study outside of class, personal research, and just taking the initiative to learn new things on your own are going to really set you apart from everyone else. A lot of the things that we do on the job are not always taught in class, so it's going to be important that you take that initiative. Go to codeacademy.com, Udemy, just look up crazy things, GitHub, like stuff that you don't hear in your class every day. You need to go outside and learn about, and read the news always. All right, so over break, do a generic Android app or something. Download Ender Studio, play around with it. Look on YouTube, Google. It might even be on codeacademy.com.
We also have Lynda.
Lynda's free. Use that. Once you start getting some stuff done, I've got about 80 templates for website that you guys can use to start building your own personal websites and start branding yourself. Just check out mine for like some advice, BrandonLLong.com. It doesn't have to look just like mine, it doesn't have to be anything like mine, just to have some sort of a web portfolio that you can add to your resume, and now anybody can come look at your stuff. Um, GitHub, I talked about that at One Colloquium, so get familiar with that. You can use that to host your website for free. So your github.com / whatever your username is will be your URL to your website. That'd be it.
Sweet. Alright, everyone. This has been Brandon Long. Rep that ACM shirt.
I already know. Come to the meeting tonight.
Yup.
Next week.